December is finally here, and that means we're approaching one of the biggest events of the winter. That's right, it's almost finals week, that time of year where every college student gets inflicted with the status condition of stress. That's why for today's video, we're going to be making the Shalour Sable cookies from Pokemon, a special treat that can cure your companions of any status ailment in battle. This recipe is relatively simple, so you should have some time to make them as a stress reliever between final exams. The recipe I decided to use for this video was posted on the website Mon Petit 4. Like last time, I'll post a link to the original recipe in the description so you can see what I decided to change. Here are the ingredients we'll need today. Remember to preheat the oven to 375 degrees before starting the cookies. First, use a hand mixer to combine the butter and sugar until the mixture appears light and fluffy. Make sure that your butter is softened before using, as otherwise it won't combine properly with the sugar. Next, use 2 of the egg yolks and the vanilla extract, mixing it into the bowl until fully combined. At some point, make sure to stop to scrape the edges of the bowl with a spatula before continuing to use the hand mixer. This will make sure that none of the mixture is left out of the combination process. Once that's done, the final step for the dough is to add the flour into the bowl and combine with the other ingredients. You'll need to keep the hand mixer on low speed for this step since you don't want to overmix the dough. To know when to stop, look for when the dough starts to clump together, but before it becomes a solid mass. At this point, use your hands to scoop the dough out of the bowl and shape it into a ball. Then, you'll want to roll the dough to the desired thickness. In the original recipe, it says to use cookie cutters to cut out the cookies, but since Shalour Sable are rectangular, I ended up just using a regular knife. Since I ended up having extra pieces of dough left over, I rolled out the dough again to get a few more cookies out of this batch. Once you've placed your cookies on the baking sheet, use a fork to create a crosshatch pattern on each one. I did try to create the original pattern from the game art, but it ended up being too imprecise with the knife, so we're just going to have to imagine it. The final step is to use the remaining egg yolk to paint over the tops of the cookies, which should hopefully help them color better in the oven. For baking, it should take around 12 to 15 minutes, or at least until they are a nice golden color. Here we have the finished product. If I were to make these again, I think I would add less egg yolk on top, since it doesn't seem to have faded away as much as I thought it would. They still ended up tasting good though, so I'm happy with how they turned out. Let me know in the comments how this recipe went in your kitchens, if you have any feedback on the video itself, or if you just want to chat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.